Any volunteer to light a candle?
I think. Perfect.
Anyone else? Yeah. One more candle. Okay, please sit down. Okay, before I chant in today, we have a small ceremony. As you know that we would like to take the opportunity to appreciate our friends, our members, when they are having their birthdays. So it's a great opportunity for all of us to show our gratitude and our loving kindness, our friendliness for their commitment to practice. So today we have the great honor of having two people having birthdays in this week. So I would like to invite our beloved Kema to come and come to light this candle. And then I would like to invite our beloved John for come to light this candle. So I give you this. I will tell you. Yes. Okay. Okay, dear John and Kema, this is a great opportunity for us because they have been helping this community so much and with your spirit of loving kindness, with your friendliness. And so this is our turn to like express how much we appreciate you at this moment. And Kema, and your name starts with K, and then you are really a caring person for us, a caring mom. And so you are the one who actually remember birthdays of everyone and remind me of having the ceremony. So today is your birthday, so you all get together and appreciate that care and that caring attitude that we have towards everyone in our community, and making sure that we have birthday cards and everything. So, and we have no words to express our appreciation, but we will give our heartfelt blessings, particularly for your good health and for your continuous healing and for your joy and happiness. And may you continue to shower your caring and loving kindness to us and also to everyone else. Okay, with that. So John, you are so delighted that you are with us, and you have brought a lot of creativity to our community. And you are really a creative person, and you use your creativity to bring important messages. And we really hope that your you will grow in your creativity, and in future you'll be able to do something creative together to help so many people to develop their wisdom and compassion. So today we chant for you to have that creativity blooming in you, and then helping, and also wishing you a period in your life that will bring more joy, peace, and equanimity to your life. May everything be smooth for you from this day onwards. May everything will be settled and smooth, and may you start a new pace in your life. Okay, so with that wish, we will chant. May the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with K. May the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with John. And by the power of these blessings, by the power of the wholesome chant that we are doing, may K be well, be healthy, and be peaceful. Be John, be well, be healthy, be peaceful. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha buddhanubhavena sada suttanti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha dhammanubhavena sada suttanti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha sanghanubhavena sada suttanti bhavantu te. Please start this plate from the bottom and be the part of the offering. I wish them happy birthday.
Everybody out there?
Don't wait, don't miss one way.
Happy birthday.
You can say same to you, right?
Yes.
You can say same to you.
Oh,
Sure. Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now let's do the chanting before we start the meditation. Please turn to page 5 of our chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddham saranam gacchami, dhammam saranam gacchami, sangham saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami, tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami. Next page. The 5 precepts. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Adinadana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Kamesu micchāchāra veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Suramere majñe pamadatthana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that the intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධෝ විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති. Homage to the Dhamma. Swagato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandintiko Akaliko Ehipassiko Opanahiko Padujatang Veditabbo Vinuditi. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samici patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yatidam Chattari Purisa Yugani Ante Purisa Pungala Isa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Dakundiniyo Anjali Karaniyo Anutterang Punyak Ketang Lokassabi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page, offerings. Offering of life. Ganesarak paditene dipene tamadam sina tiloka dipang sambuddham Pujayami Namunudam. Offering of incense. Nanda Sambhara Yuttene Dhupenaham Sugandhina Pujaye Pujaniyam Tam Puja Bhajane Muttamam. Offering of flowers. Vanna Gandhe Gunupetam Etam Kusuma Santatim Pujayami Munindasya Siripada Saroruhi Pujemi Buddham Kusumine Mine Punyene Mitene Labhami Mokam Upam Nilayati Atahidam Hi Kayo Tatayati Vinasa Bhavam. Offering of water. Adhivase tunu bante පානීයං පරිකප්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තම. Offering of drinks. Adhivasetuno bhante gilane pancayang imang anukampang upadaya patiganhatu uttama. Worship of shrines. Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbethani supatitthitang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Namaste manu ratenakte yang punyadi sandang Vipurang alatang tansanugari matante Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind may are. If one seeks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like the dew that follows the foot of the ass. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind may are. If one seeks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These forms of sympathy function in the world like moving in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment. Wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the rust from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless love and kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Welcome everyone to our meditation session again. And this is a time for all of us to focus on ourselves. Most of the time, our senses are outward directed, so therefore, we are always seeing and observing what is around us. But this is an opportunity for us to turn the attention inward and then try to be with ourselves for some time. In the process of dealing with so many issues, so many people, we forget ourselves. So right now we are going to come to ourselves and acknowledge, recognize, and then spend some time to grow the goodness that is inherent, that is in us. And this is the time that we bring out the wholesome quality, the healing quality within ourselves, the loving kindness, and then also bring out the sharpness of our mind, our ability to see through, the penetrative wisdom. We also have that, so we will bring it out through our mindfulness meditation. So it is like when it is so hot and warm, we like to get drizzling rain from outside. But this is like not waiting for the rain to come. We are just creating our own fountain within. And we have that power. We have that capacity. So let us take a moment to recognize that capacity we all have inside and then generate that fountain. Strong and strong, it can heal our whole body, and it can heal and help so many others around us. So rejoice your decision to come here today. We are going to take care of our mind and grow our goodness. Take a moment to rejoice and be happy that you are here. It's a wonderful gift that you are giving to yourself. But at the same time, this practice is not only for yourself, but this is for the all other living beings. Because whatever training, whatever skill we develop right here is going to benefit so many others. And make more commitment to this practice, because this is done for the benefit of many living beings. With that, make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make full effort, and I will use this guidance, this wonderful gathering, this peaceful space, and I will use all these facilities and engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell. And then we will do our chant, Namo Buddhaya, to help ourselves to come to this moment, to feel our body and gather our attention to the present moment. Relax and feel your body. Let us bring our whole attention to our body and observe how this body is sitting here. Let us feel our lower legs, our feet, lower legs where they touch now. Take a moment to notice that touch sensation. And feel where your body meets the cushion or chair. Feel the pressed muscles in that area. Let us feel our upper body, the whole back area, around the shoulder blades, and gently move into our arms, and feeling all the sensation in the palms and fingers. Let us be in our body. Settle in our body. With this awareness of the body, we can relax our body and allow our whole body a chance to fully relax, to loosen all the muscles in this wholesome, in this peaceful, in this very safe place. We can let go of all the concerns and allow this whole body to completely relax. We can relax our facial muscles. We can simply drop our jaw inside the mouth and give it a nice relaxation. We can drop our shoulders a little bit down to the sides. No tightness there, simply dropping, relaxing. We can also let our belly to relax further. When you breathe out, allow your belly to drop to the front. With this relaxed body, let us now bring our attention to our whole mind and simply watch what is in my mind right now. Whatever the thoughts, memories, images, doesn't matter whatever they are. We will take a moment to observe, notice whatever the thoughts that are occurring in our mind right now. Just keep noticing various thoughts, various memories keep coming up, popping up in the mind. Just keep note of them without developing anyone, without selecting any thought. We will simply keep watching them. Various thoughts keep popping up. This is the ordinary nature of the mind. But right now, instead of these random thoughts occurring, we will now purposely introduce a wholesome quality, a wholesome thought, a loving kindness. We will recognize the inner capacity that we all have for loving kindness. Loving kindness is the friendliness towards all beings. It is the goodwill towards all living beings. It's a genuine wish of well-being. We all have this capacity. Let us now manifest that capacity, allowing the wish of well-being, the goodwill, the friendliness come to the surface of the mind. This is a good moment to allow that wholesome quality of the mind to manifest. We will suspend or let go of all the judgments. We will simply take a moment to generate all this wholesome wish, this goodwill, the genuine wish of well-being to all beings. It is generating a willingness for all being to be well. Let us open our heart wide, just like when we see a little baby, when we see a smiling little baby, or just like when we are petting a puppy or kitten, or any other pet. How open is our heart, readiness to care, willingness for the well-being. Let us generate the same level of openness in our heart right now. Wishing well-being to all beings, including ourselves. We will now cultivate this loving kindness. Make this loving kindness stronger and stronger. We will keep this wish of well-being, this willingness for everyone to be well. We will cultivate this wholesome quality by making more and more wishes of loving kindness. We will start with ourselves, with this living being. We are also one of the living beings, not very different from others. We will just look at ourselves as one of the living beings with deep compassion, acceptance, forgiveness. We will wish well-being to this living being. May I be well, be strong, be healthy, be kind, be mindful, be peaceful. Honestly, wholeheartedly, let us keep wishing well-being to ourselves. May I be well, be strong, be healthy, be kind, be mindful, be peaceful. Let's take a moment to radiate this loving kindness, this whole body, this body which has been helping us to live this life for many, many years. We'll expand this loving kindness to this whole body, wishing healing, well-being to this body, with deep gratitude and appreciation of each organ, each systems of this body. Feel your presence here. Feel your body and direct that loving, caring attitude to this whole body with gratitude. Let us make wholesome wishes. May these lungs, which are helping us even right now to breathe, may these both lungs and whole respiratory system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, the cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digestive system, all the organs in this whole digestive system, which help us to absorb nutrition, to help this body to sustain the stomach, liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digestive system. Be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, may these kidneys, which help us to release the toxins from the body, may these both kidneys and whole genitourinary system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the spinal cord, the brain stem, the middle brain, the frontal lobe, may this whole nervous system be well,
be healthy, be healed. May this whole body, all these muscles, all these bones, and all these joints throughout the body be well, be healthy, be healed. Allow this loving kindness to travel to each corner of this whole body, letting it heal the whole body. We have let loving kindness to go throughout the body. Now we can expand this loving kindness beyond ourselves to everyone else, wishing all others the same well-being wholeheartedly. We will wish all others to be well. We will wish for everyone, all beloved people in our lives. Just expand this loving kindness to all the close, beloved people in your life. Family, friends, and genuinely wish them. Just wish them. May they all be well. Be safe. Be healthy. Be kind. Be mindful. Be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond those beloved people to everyone else, wholeheartedly, wishing all others the same well-being. We will wish everyone sitting here in this room right now. Let us wish for one another, the person sitting next to you, the people sitting around you, including these monks. Make a nice wish for everyone sitting here. May all these friends be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let's expand this wish beyond this room to everyone living in this whole surrounding area. No matter who they are, may all people living in this whole surrounding area, may they all be well, be safe, Be healthy. Be peaceful. Let's keep expanding this wish as wide as we can to include as many people as we can to this wish. May all people living beyond this surrounding area, in all other places, in faraway cities, faraway states, faraway countries, may all people living in all over the world, may all of them living near and far be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let's expand this wish beyond human beings to all other living beings, to every life, genuinely opening our heart and expanding this wish, embracing all living beings with our wish. May all living beings, all animals, and all other visible and invisible beings, each and every living organism, without exception, be well, be well, be well, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Let this wish expand as wide as you can. Let this loving kindness travel as far as you can. This unbounded loving kindness, this limitless love for all life. Make it limitless. Make it boundless. Embracing all beings. Rejoice. Rejoice this wholesome, boundless loving kindness that embraces all beings. Rejoice this wholesome state of the mind. letting this expansive, limitless loving kindness in the back of the mind. Let us now gently place our attention on our breath. In this peaceful, calm moment, we can feel our breath, and we can use this breath as an anchor to stay deeply peaceful for a few minutes, enhancing our mindfulness. Let us keep watching this breath, the flow of the air through the nostrils. Notice the entering of the air through the nostrils. Notice the air moving through the back of the throat, filling the lungs. Notice the out-breath, the emptying of the lungs, and movement of the air through the inner walls of the nostrils, and also outgoing air touching the upper lips. Just give your full attention to this whole experience. Let us rest our mind on this breathing. Let the breath happen. We will closely notice it, be with it, rest with it. Nidukha Bhayapatthacha Nibbhaya Sukhapatthacha Nisukha Hontu sabbepi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation. Gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful for all great teachers, enlightened masters in the past, for transmitting these teachings from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped your meditation tonight, anyone who arranged and cleaned this place for us to meditate tonight. Let us also feel grateful even to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this bell, this cushion, this chair, this fan, and everything, and even this device that helped you to connect to meditation from home. With deep gratitude to all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so nice to have a room full of people. And I hope that, it helped for all of us to practice together when that there are so many other people next to us and doing the same thing is encouraging. Any sharing or questions about your practice?
I would just like to say thank you to everyone. It's my first time enjoying this space with you guys, and thank you so much.
So nice. So nice. Yeah. Okay. So then maybe we can go to our discussion then. For our discussion, we use a card. Hopefully we have enough. I think. Okay. So we have been discussing the Noble Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is a practice that we following, which has eight. I think that has 8 aspects to it, and so this is the path that Buddha recommended us to transcend or overcome the experience, overcome the state called dukkha. Dukkha is the term for dissatisfaction, discontent. You can call it also suffering, the kind of dis-ease, not the disease, the dis-ease that we are experiencing in our life, and so the path, so that the path that to overcome and transcend that dukkha, we can call it suffering, is this eightfold path. So we have been discussing this path to get more familiar with this in different aspects of this path, and try to see how we can really implement this practice in our life, so we can actually overcome and transcend and live a more peaceful, happier life, not only for ourselves but also for many others. So, can anybody remember, which number we are today?
4.
4. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's number 4. Just to give a very brief review of the previous factors for the for the benefit of newcomers. This whole practice is start with what we call right understanding, or maybe perfect vision. That is to understand that suffering that experience in our life is a causal product. It's not necessarily caused by others or even external powers. It also not caused by ourselves too, like not completely by ourselves. We may play a part in it, but it's a causal product. A number of causes and conditions, when they come together, it can create suffering, create problems, difficulties to us. So the right understanding is the understanding the mechanism of suffering, the causal conditions of suffering, and so it's a causal product. And one important factor in leading us to experience suffering is called craving. That is wanting the otherwise, or the wanting more. But that's one psychological factor. That's a key factor, but there are also other factors involved there. So therefore, we understand that it's a causal product. Therefore, so when you understand suffering in that way, you also get realization that, so if we change any of these causes, it will change the whole experience. Right? So our goal is to find out what are the causes and conditions that we can change, and that will change the overall experience. So the right understanding is that understanding that this is a causal product, but our volitional actions have a very important part in there. Our self-centered craving has an important part in there, but not seeing it as wholly created by ourselves, but simply understanding that's a part of the life. That's the causal product. But understanding that what we contribute, and understand the power of our volitional actions, and also our self-centered craving in creating this suffering. So once we understand that causal nature, that a mechanism of suffering, then we will set the next one. We set intentions. We set intentions. Okay, this is the case. So I want to live a life that is free from suffering. I want everyone else also to live a life that is free from suffering. So in order to achieve that, I set these intentions. So intentions of letting go is one, because we realize that it's wanting more
is one psychological. So we develop the intention. We may not have developed it completely, but we set the intention to let go. Let intentions of letting go, and the intentions of loving kindness, and intentions of compassion. Both are connected. So we set the intentions. Based on our understanding, we set the intention to overcome this suffering for ourselves and for others. So we kind of create this resolution that I want to live a life that is moving beyond suffering, and you set these intentions, and then we come to real behavior. Okay, once you set the intention, then we want to use that intention to influence our behavior. The first behavior we try to adjust was our speech, right speech. So we discussed that last week, how we align our right speech not to create suffering in others and also not to create suffering in ourselves. We discussed the 4 aspects of the speech, how we can manage that speech, like what we speak, how we speak, and our intention of speak, and to when to speak. Understanding these 4 aspects, and we adjust our speech in a way that is create less problems and create less conflicts, and peaceful and happy. And today is the real behavior, right action or perfect action. So in the card we can see it's basically refraining from 3 kinds of wrong actions, 3 kinds of unskillful actions: refrain from killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct, and to cultivate harmless, honest, and compassionate behaviors. So here, actually, what is happening here is because now our goal is to go beyond the suffering. That's our goal. We have this interesting goal, go beyond and transcend, overcome the suffering. And so in this whole practice, once we set the intentions and we adjust our speech, and then we identify the very crude behaviors that may create suffering in others and in ourselves. The most crude behaviors that will create suffering in us and others is actually harming and killing, right? And then stealing. Actually, the proper term in Pali is Bhante Adinna Dana, right? So how we translate that, Bhante?
Taking what is not given, right, Bhante?
Yeah, taking what is not given,
given.
Including
Not just stealing, right?
Yes, a little bit bigger than that,
Yeah.
right? A little bit broader than that. Not taking what is not given.
Even to picking up something somewhere else, then
Yeah, like maybe something you found something.
not onto oneself.
You saw $100 bill on the road,
Yeah.
and so you are picking it up. You're not stealing. Yeah. But we can pick it up and put in the notice board, and the owner will come and take it and put a thank you note. Hopefully.
And there may be so many owners there.
Anyway, so this is actually, so then the next one is sexual misconduct, and it's understood as a way of respecting the commitments of other people's life and relationships, and engage in sexual intimacy behavior within the honesty, within the limits of the long-term relationships. So those behaviors. So if those behaviors have been recognized as behavior, like killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct, those things are recognized as behaviors that create conflicts, suffering, tensions, and in our life, and make our life so complicated, and will not give us time to rest and be peaceful. So the reason that we try to avoid of doing these actions is not out of fear. It's not out of it's not because maybe we'll be punished later. But actually, it's not promoting our peace and happiness. It's simply disrupting our life. So understanding
that these things are producing suffering, these things are not contributing to happiness in long run. And that is why we purposely, voluntarily try to refrain from these actions. It's more like a voluntary action as a part of the training. So we need to understand this, like this moral behavior. When you hear the term morality and moral, we always think that it's more like somebody is enforcing those moral standards on us. But this is more like coming from inside, because we want to live a happy life. We want to live a life free of suffering. So therefore, it's not in these behaviors. It also is, we still follow this kind of precepts and rules, but the whole reason of practicing that is actually just being smart. Because stealing may sound like easy way to be rich, but is it really? I don't know. Maybe you get rich, but is it really the way to be happy? Can you really be happy by doing that? Can you really be happy by having so many relationships and try to keep secrets from one group to the other? And can you really be at peace and really enjoy that? Can we, right? So understanding this, how our life can be unnecessarily complex. So Buddha said that these behaviors are like a doors for troubles and difficulties. If we so by committing to oneself, promising to oneself that I will be free from those behaviors, like closing the doors for unnecessary troubles and pains. So in that meaning, and on the other hand, it's also actually preparing ourselves. The right speech and right actions are actually preparing ourselves for deeper meditation. And because if we engage in cheating others, and if we engage in harming and doing all these activities, it will be so much hard for us to sit down and meditate. Yeah. So because it will not allow us to have that peace. So first we need to create some kind of harmony, some kind of simplicity in our life in order to properly meditate. And so these moral behavior is a foundation for us to have real deep meditation. And then once you get that a chance to sit down, and we have less remorse or regrets or complexities, we have more like a kind of sense of honorable kind of life. And then it is easy for us to be confident, and then we have less issues to handle when we sit down. Less thoughts to handle when you sit down. And then it helps our meditation. And then with meditation, you recognize deeper and deeper level of happiness, and it kind of again help us to be more ethical and moral, because we realize it's so this meditation and ethical practice is kind of helping each other. So the first, we observe the precepts. So I think the 5 precepts that we just observed in the beginning of the service is related to the right action. So you observe the precepts, and then we make some effort to follow them. Simply because you observe them, we have some understanding that these things are creating suffering. So you make an observation that I'm not going to harm any living being, I'm not going to steal, I'm not going to engage in sexual misconduct. And then still your urges will come. Okay, take it. We still urges will come to tell to tell a lie. Still we have it, but with some effort, with some awareness, you control them, and then and that purity of the conduct will allow us to meditate well. And through meditation, we kind of shape our mind, and we recognize deeper level of happiness. And eventually, we don't have to make much effort to follow the precepts, because all this moral behavior becomes so natural after a while. But in the beginning, it will not be natural. So we need to put some effort, like some restraint, and use that restraint life to create more space and peace for deeper meditation. And once you experience deep meditation, it will help our moral behavior to make it less effortful but more natural. So we have this interconnection between moral behavior and then and meditation. Because when we follow precepts, which are voluntary observations, and it's more like weakening our habitual patterns. We may have a habit of telling lies. We may have a habit of gossiping, and then when you observe these precepts, urges will come. We notice it. We remember, oh, I have observed precepts, not out of fear, but just being smart. And you don't follow it. As a result, you weaken the pattern, and we keep weakening the pattern, and that will give us more space, more purity, more conducive state of the mind to meditate, and that meditation will again strengthen our behavior to be more moral, more ethical. So that is why we have this symbol of Dhamma wheel. John, you made that Dhamma wheel, right? Yeah.
I didn't make this
Oh,
one.
no,
No.
the wheel, right? With eight spokes.
Yes.
So those 8 spokes represent these 8 items in this 8 noble path.
Correct.
It's like a wheel, because each item is reinforcing the other items. Like, of course, right understanding is the beginning point of everything. But then, as I say, right speech, right action will help us to have a good meditation. And then meditation will again help us to have, more right life, more right action, right speech. So it's kind of reinforcing each other.
Right.
Yeah.
The more you practice each one, the easier the rest of them get.
Exactly. Yeah. So these things are work in each other. It's more like going more like in a spiral, like a wheel, but in a spiral way.
Mine seems to spin a lot.
Put some rubber on that wheel.
Say again?
I said, put some rubber on it.
Needs some traction.
Yeah.
So when we read, maybe you can turn to the chanting book and page number 6. Yeah. So the 5 precepts that we observe, in our service at the beginning is actually referring to the right speech and right action. So, we have these precepts on the page 6, and then you have vows in the page 7. So the first one is actually directly about right speech, like abstaining from taking life or harming life. And next one, abstaining from taking what is not given. It is translated correctly here, but taking what is not given. And then abstaining from sexual misconduct. Those are the right actions, right? And then, of course, in the vows, we have added like more understanding, being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life. I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. So you have to not only refrain from killing, but also you kind of be compassionate. And being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others. And that is refraining. And then practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources. So more like a positive aspect. And the being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. And I'm determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. So this is the right action that So in the 5 precepts, the Noble Eightfold Path is being used to form the 5 precepts. And so the main thing is that being aware that how these behaviors contribute to suffering, and then that is why we try to refrain from them. And as a precondition, creating more conducive environment for deeper meditation, and eventually making them simply natural to us. So that's
Can we explain into three categories, one by one? I mean, to refrain and also to develop. As an example, I practice myself. I refrain from killing, and also I don't force to someone to kill, and also I admire if someone and also I'm not admire if someone is killing.
Killing,
It's
yes.
a pretty kind. And
Yeah.
also other side, I admire someone who is not killing,
Mm.
and also I appreciate who is going to refrain from killing, and also I admire someone is appreciating someone is not killing.
Killing, yeah.
Is that
Yeah, Bhante is saying that so there are more instruction to how we can follow these precepts in a more advanced way. Like not only that we refrain from killing or stealing or sexual misconduct, we kind of promote that idea. We encourage others also. We encourage others also not to engage in harming or killing. And that's as a part of the practice. And then also we keep praising or appreciating that harmless life. And if someone is try to live a harmless life, and then we try to appreciate that, we try to praise that person. So that way we not only we follow it, but we kind of try to create an impact on others by encouraging others by praising these good behaviors. Exactly. And yes,
From this perspective, what is the meaning of compassion from the Buddhist perspective?
being empathizing with others' suffering. The Pali term for, the Pali, there's a Buddhist term called karuna, which is translated as compassion, which means empathizing with others' suffering, and then and try to alleviate that suffering as much as we can, or at least not to be a part of the suffering. And then if we can, we try to do something to relieve that suffering.
And the cultivation of compassion, how, like in this one, it says, I how to cultivate compassion, how?
Yeah. So like, yes, it's like not only you refrain from killing, but you also try to, when you see, suffering in other beings, even though you're not directly part of the creating that suffering, but you try to like minimize or maybe relieve that suffering. So like
If you came upon an accident and somebody was hurt, and you would get out and go and help them,
Yeah.
stop the bleeding or call the ambulance, or that would be an act of compassion.
Yeah. Not only that, we prevent from harming, but also when we see suffering in others, we try to do something about it, develop the empathy.
it means once we have to protect beings. We have to get attempts to protect them.
Yeah, we try to, yeah.
Not killing, and also we need to protect. We know, and the second part, we don't steal, and also we should protect the other properties.
Yeah.
The other side.
If you see someone else is stealing, we have to.
We have to protect.
Maybe we have to.
It means we are not stealing. It is one side. The other side, we always try to protect common property and others' stuff.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, being respectful. Yeah. But when you come to harming and killing, this is a very complicated situation, because we are living among many lives. We are living among many forms of life, and our very living, our very survival is depending on many other lives. The fact that we cannot deny. So when this right action is like refraining from killing and try to live a compassionate life, but we also should understand that there are limitations to live this fully compassionate, fully non-violent life, because it's like because we are living among so many lives, and then our very survival is actually depending on the many other lives, and other lives also living on other lives. So there's an unavoidable violence happening. That what we can really do as a practitioners is to like minimize the burden that we are giving on other lives. But we also should understand the limitations. Of course, we will not try to do active killing as much as we can. But let's say we cannot prevent from stepping on insects, for example. Even when you drive, look at your windscreen. Of course, we have to be more careful. But we have to make effort, maybe minimize your travels, and we can make effort. But we should not do, what the right action is saying that we should not engage in direct killing, intentional killing, but and then practicing compassion is like even try to like prevent or like save, the suffering. But we should also understand the limitation and not to give up the practice because of those limitations. Yes.
What do you do about, like, my daughter
Mm.
raises pigs and chickens and goats.
Mhm.
She kills them
Oh.
or, and sells the meat. So I have.
So next week we will talk about that.
Okay.
Because next week is our section, the right livelihood, right? What is the right livelihood? Yes. So what's the specific question?
Well, I want to say something
Mm.
to her about
Yeah.
it, but
You
I'm
should.
not quite sure
How to say that?
go
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Because I eat meat,
Yeah.
so, but I don't kill the animals
Yeah.
that I'm eating,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like it.
Well, if you can't kill it, you shouldn't eat it.
So
But
is
there's
eating
different degrees, different degrees. Yeah.
is eating meat considered like you help the killing?
And so when it comes to right action, if you don't engage in direct killing, you are following the right action, definitely. Yeah, but of course, when you think about eating meat, it's not direct killing, but maybe indirectly you are contributing the whole process. So there are different degrees. We shouldn't say if you are eating meat, you are killing beings. We cannot say that, but they are in the same category, but in different degrees. Yes.
I also heard the Buddha said, if someone kills a chicken for you and offers it to you,
You can't eat.
You can't eat it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But if her daughter is just killing kind of like that, because we're eating meat though. But there's kind of like the people that raise these pigs in these horrible farms and they
Yeah,
have terrible
exactly.
conditions.
Yeah.
And maybe her daughter kind of like is raising them kind
At
of very
least.
nicely and then just give them a good day.
Yeah.
And we're eating meat anyway, so if I'm gonna get meat and her daughter is kind of like treating those pigs better, then I rather. If I'm gonna eat meat, I'd rather than buy the pig from her
Exactly.
daughter.
At least, yeah.
At least what
Yeah.
that's a really
Yeah,
conflict
exactly.
that I have tried to be vegetarian and I really kind of like after some time that I just kind of like give up and
Yeah,
I try to find
I
the
think
meat
that's
that
I
is-
think that's a good comment. Like you say after some time I may be able to give up. So this whole practice is a continuum. So the first and foremost thing is like stop directly killing and depriving other lives. That's the starting point. And then from there, then when you are evolving, you will come to a point that you don't need it, right? So that's the progression, So, but there's no imposition or like rules in the Buddhism to be like that. The whole practice is to overcome the suffering, right? So first, refraining from direct causes of suffering, and then if you want to grow more and have more clarity, more purity, and then we can move to the other levels. But sometimes there are certain tricky situations. I heard a very interesting incident happen in a Buddhist monastery in Northern California. Their whole monastery was infested by termites. You heard about that? Yeah, termites.
They fumigated it.
So they try all different methods, like the whole, the building is collapsing, and and it's so difficult for them to maintain that. And so for many years they try to to use all the natural remedies and do everything, but with termites, they are more smart. They couldn't do that. And then what they did, actually, they did a big ceremony, big ritual, wishing all the termites in the monastic property to have a better life, and do a ritual and do a confession, and that we are sorry that we had to do this, and may you have a happy, better forms of life in your next life, and then get the terminators to solve the problem. But after many years of trying, and also, and then also recognizing that this is not the best thing to do, but there's no other choice, and then doing this ceremony, wishing them a happy rebirth, and doing this ceremony. So when I read that, that is real practice. I mean, when we really going to practice them, we have to encounter. And of course, Bhante Kamalasiri and Bhante Mehta has bought so many mouse trap, unharmful mouse trap. And then we have we cheese them in the basement, and we made few trips with those mouses to the forest, to the jungles, and then give them free transport to a better environment. Because we can't have them here, right? Not healthy either. Yes.
What you consider but the wasp, right?
Oh yeah, we are still living with it, yeah.
We gave some food also, Bhante, when we are traveling there.
Oh,
A similar kind of question,
Yeah.
Bhante, one of our friend from.
yeah. Okay, we have one question from YouTube.
Can you read?
Yeah.
Similar.
Similar. But what about bugs in house? I don't kill them, but I block them from entering the kitchen, and they might die without access to food and water. Yes, that's a good question. Thank you. I think you have great compassion for them. But I think bugs are more adaptable than ourselves. So you can actually block them entering the kitchen, and they will find their ways. I mean, they're smarter, and they have their own survival instincts. Yeah. Yeah.
We have to answer why they are coming. We have to
Yeah.
find the cause. Bhante.
That's a good suggestion, Bhante. Maybe you are actually attracting them. Attracting them. Yeah.
Peppermint oil can always help too. Most bugs don't like it; they hate it.
Yeah, that's what today we actually brought a peppermint essential oil.
Yeah, it works.
So because we have a Dhamma camp, a children's camp in the weekend, so we are thinking about the wasp. Yeah. So maybe peppermint can help.
Yeah, that's
right?
what
Yeah.
Maybe we can slow the kids down before we take them out in the woods. Peppermint oil.
So I think maybe we can create a situation that we will not attract bugs, and we will make sure that things are clean, and there are also house remedies for that. So we can chase them away, maybe prevent them coming, but not to kill. Okay, so it's not easy when you really go into practice. But remember that our whole goal is not about like specific rules and specific details like following a law. This is the intention. This is like our whole goal is like live a life that may not create suffering in ourselves and others. So when you have that guidelines, so you know how to move forward. Okay, thank you for the discussion. Since we are running out of the time, let us move to the other part of the program. We can turn to program number 14. It is a time for us to share the merits. By coming here to this practice today and engaging in this awesome practice, we generated so much goodness, good merits, good karma in our heart. We can now share these merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed family members, our friends who are no more with us today. Let us be grateful towards them and share this goodness. And today we did this good, generate this good merits. Let us think about them and share these merits with them too. May all of our departed relatives share these merits. May they be benefited from these merits. May they be well and happy wherever they may be. Idang mi ñātinam hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo Idam me ñātinam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idam me ñātinam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Sharing merits with all other living beings. If there's any being in this world who would like to share our merits, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ce amhi sambatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being in the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, spiritual mind, I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. So now it is the blessing service. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We are going to chant the same sutra for you, wishing you all good health, peace, and happiness in your life. Wishing you strength and courage, and wisdom and mindfulness to overcome all difficulties and challenges in your life. Today, especially, we want to extend these blessings to our beloved Kema, wishing her happy birthday and healing and health and all the joy and peace in her life. And also, we want to extend these blessings to our beloved John, wishing him also the peace, happiness, and good health and growth in his life. And extending blessings to both of them and also to everyone else. We will chant now. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, people who are sick. Keep them in your mind and share these blessings with them too. May you all receive the blessings of this wholesome chant. May you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantam santang padang abhisamicche sakko joche sojoche suvajocha samudvanati mani santos sakoche subaroche ampakicchoche sallahuka vundi santringriyo nipakocha ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nacha buddhang samacare kincena vinyo pare upavadeyung sakino vake mino hantu sabbe satta bhavantu sukitatta eke cipana bhutanti tasava tavarava anavasesa digava ye mahantava majjima ransakānukatula dittava eva additta ye ca dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhavesiva sabbe satta bhavantu sukitatta paro param nikumbet nati manyet kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patika sanya nanyamanya sadukkamicchaya matayathaniyang puntang ayusa eka punta manurakke evampi sabba bhutesu manasang bhavaye aparimanang mettang ca sabba lokasming manasang bhavaye aparimanang uddhang adoca tiriyang badang averang asapantang tentang carang nisinno vasayano yavatasya vigadamindo etang sating aditteya brahmamitang viharang idamaho ditting ca anupagamma silava dasansanina sampanno kamesu viniyage dhang nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti etena sacca vajjena santi te hotu sambada etena sacca vajjena sambarogo vinasatu etena sacca vajjena hotu te jaya mangalang Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatpantarayu sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada santi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada santi bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada santi bhavantu te. Take a moment to reflect on whatever kind deed that you were able to do during past few days. Think about your yesterday, maybe day before yesterday, and remember a moment, an incident in which you were able to be kind to someone, giving something to someone, or sharing, or even listening to someone. Just a moment of kindness, or even a simple act of kindness that you had. Just recall that incident to your mind right now. Let us rejoice this opportunity to be kind to someone. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let's now take a moment to recall an incident in which we received kindness from others. Think about your past few days and remember a moment someone showed you some kindness, some care, and someone helped you. Just recall an actual incident. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you everyone for joining the meditation tonight. Really appreciate your presence, your being here. And one announcement, we are having our Dhamma children's camp on this weekend. I think everything is prepared, right? And then on September, next month, on 23rd, 24th, 25th, and this weekend, we have a meditation retreat. A senior meditation master from Maryland, he will come and conduct a meditation retreat. Bhante Rahula, Yogavachara Rahul will be here for that meditation retreat. Right, so that's these other two. Yes. Can you announce that? Yeah.
So Labor Day, Monday.
Yeah.
Usually families come and bring the monks food for the week on the weekend. They come on a Saturday, yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
And bring food for the week. So the Wednesday night, which is the family who's volunteered on Labor Day to bring food for the monks for the week. And it doesn't just have to be food. We have a list of other things that we do.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested in participating, let me know and give me your phone number. Okay?
Thank you.
We're organized.
Thank you. Thank you. Those who would like to have a blessing stream, please come.